Hey everybody, a Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we're looking at the Mondo Masters of the Universe 1/6 scale Panthor figure. Just had this delivered a couple of days ago. Did the pre-order and they've already shipped out like the first wave. So I'm really excited about this one. We're going to look at the package, kind of do a package walkthrough. We're going to open them up and check them out. I've also got my Battle Cat figure, or Battle Cat, from the same line, and we're going to do a side-by-side with that one. So I've got a lot of room to work with, so it's going to be really cool. So stay tuned and we're going to get into it. Hey everybody, so we're back with our package walkthrough. So on the front we have this really cool like artistic piece. On the back of the package has the artist's name, so we'll get to that in a second. But we've got Skeletor on Panthor, and we have a bunch of these Skelecons here. Pretty cool. So we're going to turn it on the top. So we have Panthor, and the font's really cool. 1/6 scale, Mondo Masters Universe. I really like that font. I'll turn around on the back. So I'll kind of zoom in here for a second. So there's our little bio. And then here at the bottom, let's see if I can get a little closer so we can see the artist's name. So hopefully you can make that out, but that's some of the artists who worked on it. Pretty cool. Okay, and then on the sides of the box, we have our Panthor font again. And then on the other side, we have our UPC code and all of our legal stuff. Let me see if I can kind of zoom in on that UPC code. Of course it's upside down, but there we go. So yeah, the bottom, of course the bottom's just solid black, so there's nothing there. But yeah, really cool artwork on it. I like how they do credit all the artists who worked on it. So yeah, we're going to open up our Panthor and check it out, see what's inside, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to try to get Panthor open without completely destroying everything. So I went ahead and I've already opened this just to make it a little easier here, and plus I wanted to kind of check it out, make sure everything was intact. So inside we have like a styrofoam kind of case, just like how Battle Cat was. Just like little cardboard, or not cardboard, but styrofoam, case to kind of keep it protected and everything. So, but I did go ahead and cut the tape around it. So I'll go ahead and we'll open it up. So here is our first view of the packaging. So pretty cool. Okay, here's a little bit better view. So we have our Panthor, and we do have 1, 2, 3, and then the one that's on it. So there's 4 heads, and then we do have the horns that go on one of the heads. So we're going to get into that. Okay, so go ahead and let's go ahead and take the heads out first. We'll take a look at those. Okay, so our first head is just our regular Panthor unmasked head, and the jaw is not articulated on this one. Really cool detail. So that's the one of the heads, and then we have a second head here that is a armored head. Now this one has kind of like a saber tooth kind of teeth on it, and the jaw is articulated on this one, so that's really cool. And they've got the little pegs on the back for the body. So that's the second head. And then I think this one is my favorite. So this is the kind of battle armor head. So this head kind of goes with the classics Panthor, and I'll show you why. So we do get these, and these are the horns that actually go on the head. And there's a certain way that these go in. There's little grooves in there that they match up with. So there is the battle horn head. So that's my favorite one. And of course the jaws are articulated on this one. So that's really cool. And the detail on the horns, really cool. Okay. And then we have our actual Panthor. He just comes with like some styrofoam to go between his legs. Okay, set him to the side, and I'm going to move all this styrofoam, so stay tuned for just a second. Okay, so here is our Panthor. So he is a pretty big guy, just like Battle Cat was. I want to look at this head real quick, so I'm just going to take this head off so we can kind of get a better look at it. So this is the unmasked kind of snarling head, and the jaw is articulated on this one. So pretty cool. We do have a pretty cool looking scar right there. So I'm going to set that to the side. We're just going to look at the body real quick. So just like the Battle Cat, we do have the saddle, and the saddle I think is pretty much the same. It's just a different color as the Battle Cat, but there is a lot of detail on the saddle with the cats and the etchings and stuff. We do have stirrups, and the stirrups are kind of articulated on the inside, so they can kind of move up and down. And we do have the front leg kind of armor with the spikes on it. So really cool. Articulated tail. The arms are articulated, or the legs. So all the articulation is pretty good. And I'm going to kind of go over the articulation in just a little bit. But the if you wanted to take the saddle off, it just kind of, it's all plastic, so it just kind of comes undone there. You can pick it up, and with the legs, or with the leg armor, you just pop the foot off, and you just slide it off. And the legs go in a certain way, so you can't put them in the wrong way. So it's pretty cool. Articulation is going to be the same as Battle Cat if you had watched that previous video. There's just lots of joints. Joint here, there, back joint. Legs are articulated, knees, pretty good movement. Just real stiff. The feet, the legs, the toes. On the front feet, the toes are independently articulated. So you can move the toes independently if you wanted to get a good pose or something. But we're going to try out the different heads and see what that looks like. Let's try, see what this head looks like. So with all the articulation, there is kind of some difficulty trying to get him to stand. He wants to kind of lean and fall, so you have to kind of work with him. So there is the unmasked head. It's kind of like the hanging around in the Snake Mountain lair. And of course this one, there is no jaw articulation, so his mouth is open all the time. Then we have the other unmasked head. Now this is the one with the articulated jaw. Pretty cool. Okay, and we're going to put the battle armor back on. I'll just pop the legs off. And let's see. That one goes there. Let's see. There's a little line in there that it's got to line up with. Kind of get it in there. Okay. And do the other one. So that one went in a little easier. Okay, so this one's not wanting to go back in very easy. This takes a little wiggling. Okay. Then we'll put the saddle back on. Spin them around. And it just kind of, there's like two little pegs that goes in. Okay, and we're going to do the saber tooth head. And we'll see what we get with that. Okay, and getting that on there. There we go. Okay, so this is the kind of saber tooth panther head with the giant tusks. And his mouth is articulated, so he can open. And the ears, it's pretty cool with the ears sticking out. So pretty cool. That one's okay, but definitely my favorite is the classic style head with the giant horns. To move the camera back some with this one. So there's with the horns, and that's my favorite. The jaw is articulated on this one. Yeah, the horns, that's really cool. Definitely like that one. So yeah, now unfortunately we didn't get like a little Panthor like we did with the Battle Cat, where we got like a little Cringer. So the only really accessories this one comes with is just the extra heads. There's really not much else. In my opinion, that should have made it a little bit cheaper, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna get Battle Cat out. I've also got Skeletor and He-Man, so we can, you know, mount them on there and see what they look like. So stay tuned, we'll get those out. Okay, everybody, so we're back. So I've got Panthor set up with the first release Skeletor. I did pre-order the deluxe, but I haven't gotten it yet, so I just went ahead and put the first release Skeletor on. And we have our Battle Cat with our deluxe He-Man in his regular gear. And fair warning for those who haven't watched my Battle Cat or the review of this particular He-Man, his left foot keeps falling off. Still haven't fixed it yet, so fair warning if it falls off. It's all part of the show. So between the two figures, Skeletor was actually a lot easier to put on Panthor than He-Man was. So I'm wondering if like the first release gen figures are a little easier to put on there. I don't have my first release He-Man, he's actually put up, but I went ahead and used the deluxe one. But they're both very, very cool looking and big and heavy. So that's why I kind of sound a little out of breath. But looking at Skeletor real quick, really cool. You can have him with his cape on. Let's see, hopefully everything cooperates with me and doesn't fall down. So you can have him with his, like with his cape on, you know, or you could take it off. So either or. It kind of looks cool with it on, but then it kind of covers, you know, the saddle up some. So I think it's pretty cool. But his feet, his feet do go in the stirrups pretty good. And, you know, he can hold his Havoc staff. And he's got his sword and everything. But I don't know, that Panthor head just, I really love the horns on it and everything. It's really cool. You know, there's just a lot of posability options. I am going to take some still photos and have those at the end of this video, so maybe it'll, you know, look a little bit better. And there won't be as much grunting and out of breath. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of a quick one. I know I didn't get into articulation a whole lot, but the articulation is the same as Battle Cat. So if you wanted to watch my Battle Cat video, I go a little more in depth on the, you know, the articulation and posability and stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like my content, you know, subscribe, thumbs up, you know, drop a comment if you want to. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will catch you again next time.